I'm
Exactly.
sitting here with Charley Baldwin. He is in the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame. And what did that mean when that happened?
That was awesome. It was great. I was, I was really excited about it. Really excited.
You know, when you were inducted, you joined in some guys that would have been heroes of you, like tabling and people
Yeah,
like that, right?
sure. We all surfed against each other.
Right. And those guys, you grew up in an era that was pretty incredible, you know,
Yeah.
with Law and Crawford,
Yeah,
tabling,
yeah. Surfed against all those
Belusi,
guys.
all
Yeah.
those guys, right?
In the 70s, yeah.
And
71 East Coast Championships, all that.
right. And in your
US.
memories,
Yeah.
what's the most major moment that in your competitive career? The one that you go, well, that I got him on that one.
Probably the best one was the East Coast Championships in 71. And I lost my first heat. It was double elimination. So everybody that I surfed against, I had to beat them twice. And Greg Lohr is hard to beat once, much less twice.
Right.
He's still mad at me about that. But we're great friends.
So after, well, you were making boards all the way through that era too, but after that, you became an institution in New Smyrna,
Yeah,
CB Surfboards.
yeah.
And how many years did you have the shop right there at the inlet?
Well, I had started with a beach concession. We ran all the surfing events off the top of the beach concession, but sold hot dogs. And then we opened up the surf shop in 1980, started building boards. And then it went on from there. And then I taught probably most of the people in Florida, I think, at least in mid-Florida and a lot of the guys in Melbourne. Anyway, I had a lot of good friends, Jimmy Lane and, of course, Pete Dooley. I loved all those guys.
And they're all still around.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all surviving,
Yeah.
so to speak,
I
right?
know, we are.
In that era, we first showed up. That was when the internationals for the first time.
Yeah,
We started showing up at the old Florida Pro.
yeah. That was great.
The Griffin brothers.
And the Stubbies and
Yeah, the Stubbies came a little later
Yeah.
after that in the 80s.
yeah,
But in the 70s, we had the Florida Pro. We had them at the inlet.
yeah.
I think we had one or two of them at the actual pier, at the Cocoa Beach Pier,
Yes,
if you
we
remember.
did. Yeah.
Because I remember I was in one with a guy that no one remembers. Terry Presley, is that
Yeah.
right?
He's still around.
He's still
I saw
around?
him not too long ago.
Yeah, he got in the semifinals of that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one that, if I remember rightly, Mulhern might have won, or Rabbit. It was Rabbit and Mulhern.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know. I've been in so many events. I don't remember all of them. That's for sure. Remember the losses, but not the wins as much as believe it or not.
So this year we're going to have the 30th anniversary of the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame, and the 50th anniversary of this show, of Surf Expo. When was your first Surf Expo?
I think it was the first one this time of year.
And
I
where
was in
were
the first one?
and
Tupperware.
the Tupperware Center,
Yeah,
right?
it was at Tupperware.
Everyone remembers the Tupperware Center.
I think we were one of the first surfboard companies that were ever in the September show.
Right.
So, but then it started filling up after that.
Right, and then we had the January show
Yeah.
became the big surfboard
Yeah.
show where
Sure.
all the West Coast guys would come over with their truckload of boards and sell them
Right.
to everybody to drive them home, right?
Yeah, used to upset all us East Coast guys. That's why when the September show came, I put 100 boards and emptied all the shop in the factory and sold almost all of them. So everybody was in the show next time. So I think it was just Pete and I in that first show.
So outside of the competitive era, what's a good memory of a surf trip or something that you'll never forget?
North Shore, 74, surfing with you in the pink
Well,
board.
that was the year of the Smirnoff, if you remember at Waimea.
I even had a pink board copying you, believe it or not.
Yeah, well, that was my mum's idea, as you know, so that they'd never miss me. That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, you could see it because that was before leashes, and you
Right.
could see it when it floating out in the rip at sunset.
Going out to Cammy's,
Yeah,
right?
that
You
too.
follow it.
Yeah. I could always get to it. But that was a lot of fun. I loved it back then. I surfed with Bobby Owens, and I took him out for the first time ever at Sunset. He had never ridden big waves.
Right.
So he rode one of my medium-sized boards, and he rode the 610 and I rode the 710.
Right.
And I made him paddle out at Sunset, and then he became a big wave rider.
And world class.
Yep, world class.
In the top 10 in the world for quite some time.
I think he's in Bali now shooting pictures.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They're about to get smashed in the way right now with that freaking hurricane bearing down on them.
Yeah, I hope not.
Anyway, we're going to see you. I'm sure you're going to turn up for the 50th anniversary, right? And the 30th in January.
If I'm alive.
You'll be alive, mate. Come on.
So the 30th in January.
The
Yeah.
30th.
When did I get in I got in 2000, I believe.
I don't know. I have the book here. Let's see if we can find you in here.
I think I was in 2000.
2000. Let's see.
Right there.
There we go. Second down
Yeah.
under Tom Blake. That's pretty quite legendary.
I'll take that.
All right, mate. Then we will see you here.
Yeah, look forward to-
January.
Yep, sounds great.